What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Strangers Minds. I'm Fernando, and today we're gonna check out Creep Caught. Now, this is 2 hour video. Oops, a 2 hour video. Most terrifying videos you shouldn't watch alone. Now, I am not sure if this is a type of video that would go into the scary videos online on the net, or is this a paranormal call on tape, or is this a hiking, or we're gonna go through and I'll figure out which playlist we're gonna put these in. But for now, we're gonna break this video up to make multiple episodes, and let's see what Creep Call has in store for us today. Let's go.
Let's close it away. Let's. Oh, baby.
Same. What the?
In this clip, a man is scaling an icy mountain when he suddenly encounters a frightening moment.
Yeah.
While climbing, his safety clip unexpectedly snaps loose, sending him plunging downward. Fortunately, the final line catches just in time, narrowly preventing a deadly fall. He survived, but the outcome could have been far worse. People often say that
Hell yeah, that could have been far worse. Well, it kind of threw me off this video. It showed us some Ouija board. It showed us now, the mountain climbing. So you know what? I think I'm just gonna drop this in the, what's the playlist called? You guys are like, it's your playlist. You don't know what's it called? Nah, I have like a bunch of playlists for different types of videos, but the main video is Strangers Reaction Season 3, which is about to end in like 5 more episodes. So just in case, you guys, yes, I have a Christmas tree, but it could very well be after that when this particular video comes out, especially now that I changed just remember Tuesdays and Fridays in the afternoon. I believe it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon is when we are releasing these videos. So I think it's going to be part of the net scariest things caught on the net videos. So let's go.
pets like cats and dogs have the ability to sense spirits. Some brush it off as superstition, but many believe it to be true. The idea is that animals can detect light patterns that humans can't see, and spirits are said to exist within those patterns. That seems to be exactly what was caught in the clip this person recorded.
What? A shadow?
I mean, a shadow.
The woman filming grew increasingly uneasy, and calling it scary wouldn't even come close to describing the feeling. Her dog stared intently at what appeared to be space, but she couldn't shake the sense that something was actually there, and the footage seemed to back her up. If you look closely, a faint shadowy figure can be seen in the background. It looked very much like a ghost, and her dogs clearly sensed it before she did. What do you think? Were they onto something? A group hiked.
Well, it is true that animals have a sixth sense, right? So, what is interesting because at the first, part of the video, I thought that maybe this dog was really getting to whatever they were watching. We didn't really see what they were watching, but when the dog backed up and then they both placed the view on both dogs, they were both looking at the opposite direction of where the first dog originally was looking at. So it's almost as though like something moved from their position because now both dogs are looking at another direction. That is super interesting. Now, whether or not that shadow figure was an actual shadow figure, it could have been some, pixelation issues going on there with the bad quality of camera, but you cannot deny that the dog saw something and that something moved position. That's awesome, dude. Let's go.
Hiking through West Virginia late at night spotted something unusual in the sky, and one of them managed to catch it on camera.
That's crazy. Good eye. What the?
Good.
What the hell?
Several glowing orbs drifted across the sky in a deliberate pattern, almost as if they were trying to form shapes. One viewer even noted that the first two arrangements looked like numbers, 3343232. Was this some kind of coded message, maybe even an attempt at communication from beyond? Or was it nothing more than a strange coincidence? Two friends.
Dude, strange coincidence. I mean, if that was real, okay, let's put this in perspective. That couldn't be, like floating lanterns or something, right? Because they were all almost formed, like they had an intelligent kind of motion to them. We didn't really hear a buzzing sound because maybe it was a bunch of, drones being flown together, but we didn't see that either. We didn't hear that. That is interesting. I mean, you know what, you guys? Leave it in the comments. What do you think that could have been? They were all spread out, all came together, almost like if it was a flock of birds, except there's no LED lights on pigeons, right? So put it in the comment section. Let me know, what do you guys think that was?
Were hanging out at one of their houses when the atmosphere suddenly felt strange. One of them mentioned feeling a cold chill, so the other pulled out a camera to start recording, just in case.
Just experience something?
Bro, I swear to God, dude, I felt something really cold.
Really? What?
Dude, what? Oh my God.
I kid you not, there's like literally nobody in there. What?
A series of strange events quickly unfolded on camera, leading up to the most shocking part. Two objects suddenly flew off the kitchen counter on their own. No one else was in the house, and nothing nearby could have caused it. When the homeowner watched the footage back, they were left speechless. This wasn't just creaky floors or an odd chill. Something in that house clearly wanted to make its presence known. A woman was recording a
I mean, that could have all been orchestrated. Come on, guys. We've seen way too many paranormal call Ante videos. And just because something looks good doesn't mean it's real. Because my red flag here was their reaction to everything going on. Like, I mean, it didn't really feel authentic. And yeah, everything, all of that stuff moving. The guy went to put the cameras and be like, look, there's not even nobody there. Now, invisible string, you could loop it. You could use certain, even a furniture like that bench, loop it right behind, you know, the string, looping it right behind one of the legs that you aren't able to see, and convenient enough. It wasn't a good quality camera. So, was it real? Was it fake? I think it was fake. What do you guys think? Let's go.
Video for social media when she accidentally caught something terrifying. In the background, a man was lurking, slowly moving closer with an eerie stillness. The moment he noticed the camera, he froze before quickly backing away. It wasn't until she rewatched the clip that the true horror sank in. Had he been watching her the whole time, waiting for a chance? And if the camera hadn't been there, what could have happened? In 2020,
Hold on. I mean, yeah, this world is not a it doesn't have a shortage of creepos, right? But that look on that guy's face was somewhat of intent, but he kind of stayed looking at the camera for a bit once he noticed the camera was rolling, right? I don't know. That was a little bit weird. Another thing that was weird was this lady had, I don't know, some drawing above her eyelid. That was a little bit weird. We need more information to classify somebody as a creepo, though. I mean, I could be completely wrong, and I apologize, but this guy, I don't know. I mean, the fright on her face was a bit authentic. So you guys, be careful walking up to a woman nowadays, because I've seen a bunch of videos of, gym videos, and the women are just accusing men left and right for being creepos. I mean, that guy, I don't know. That's a bad look though, my guy. That's a bad look.
a man named Noah moved into a 138-year-old house built in 1887. Soon after, he started noticing paranormal activity, shadows moving around, and doors that had been locked now mysteriously open. After looking into the house's history, he found out it originally belonged to Judson Hood, a former mayor of Lancaster, South Carolina. Even creepier, all 4 members of Hood's family had died there. His wife, Mary Pogue Hood, died in October 1917 after falling down the stairs, exactly where the strange phenomena often happen now. One night, Noah woke up to bizarre sounds and grabbed his phone to record them.
Hello? If you can hear me, please stop. Why are you going faster? No.
Intense banging can be heard on the first floor near the stairs, then suddenly stops. This eerie event happens pretty often, every few nights.
If you could just please stop. I'm trying to sleep.
Over time, Noah got more and more annoyed by the late-night banging. One night, when he heard it again, he went downstairs, and something really unsettling occurred.
Are you trying to say something? Or are you just trying to keep annoying me? Oh. My goosebumps.
A disembodied voice can be heard near Noah, seemingly saying something like hello. These strange events went on for a long time, and about 3 years later, a fire broke out in the house for unknown reasons. A rug somehow caught fire. The incident made the news, but luckily, a passerby noticed it, and the fire was put out quickly, causing minimal damage.
Heard somebody banging. I'm like, what the?
I did too. I literally went inside. I said Noah.
After the fire department couldn't determine the cause of the blaze, and with all the other strange happenings in the house, Noah became genuinely afraid. He believed Mary's spirit was haunting the home and may have started the fire to harm him. Realizing the danger, he decided to move out. A wise choice, as shortly after the new owners moved in, something happened. Another fire broke out, this time huge. The flames consumed the entire house, leaving only the charred framework, and once again, no one could determine the cause. All they knew was that it started around 3 a.m. Luckily, no one was hurt, and the family escaped safely. So, did the Hood family continue to haunt the house after all their deaths? What do you think? While filming,
I mean, not for nothing. I mean, normal people. sorry, sorry. If you do feel like you are being, I don't know, targeted by an entity, you would try some sort of communication. Like did he try to solve this issue? Did he, like I have so many questions. Like did he get a church to go in there? Because if he really felt like it was haunted, which not for nothing, it does make me feel like this is an authentic video. This guy was going through a lot of stuff. You could hear it in his voice. You could hear it when the disembodied voice happened. You could just hear it. So my thing is that he try to solve this, right? Because or did he just, so happen to just coexist with the entity? Now, that knocking, weird, yes. Could it be explained? Is it something, it's an old house, almost sounded mechanical. Could it be that there's something that could be explained going on there? But there you go. Like, that he tried to solve these issues. I mean, it did seem like a legitimate, paranormal activity. I don't know. It's that video really said it had a lot at the same time, didn't tell us nothing. Right? Yeah, let's go.
with his thermal night vision camera in the Canadian wilderness, a hunter spotted something unusual. Initially, he thought it was just a bird's nest, but on a second pass, a humanoid figure appeared, moving through the trees. The forest had seemed empty before, and it's nearly impossible for anyone to navigate such a remote area in total darkness without a flashlight. Strangely, the hunter didn't hear any noises, and the figure has never been seen again. After a calm
I mean, that was a straight up woman. You could have seen the figure of a woman, the way she was kind of walking, very, feminine like. That was a woman. What was the woman doing there in the pitch darkness? That is a question. Hills have eyes.
day of fishing, a man stopped by a nearby public restroom, and what happened next shocked him.
Yo, what the? What the? Bro. There's nobody in here. Yo!
There was no one around, just silence. He stood there, confused and a little shaken. The scream was real, too clear to be imagined, yet no one was there. A couple ventured
That would have been interesting if you would have investigated like there's usually, places like that. It's all over the place, right? Like if you go to the beach, if you go to the playground, if you go to anywhere public, they have a men's room and a woman's room. It seemed like he just went to what seemed like the men's room because it was a urinal, but he didn't really investigate the other bathroom. I'm not, I'm just saying, like, if he wanted to put this video out to show us that it was something paranormal, then he should have investigated both videos within the same frame and maybe not have his girl in the woman's bathroom acting out the scene, right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Out for a hike deep into the desert. At first, everything seemed peaceful until suddenly it wasn't.
Hello?
Out of the stillness, a desperate voice suddenly rang out. Acting on instinct, they called back, and to their surprise, the voice actually answered. Carefully, they trailed the voice, moving closer to where it seemed to come from. But just as they were about to reach it, the sound abruptly vanished, almost as if whatever had been in distress no longer was. They combed through the area and even notified the authorities, yet no sign of a person or anything at all was ever discovered. So what could it have been? The footage captured.
I don't know. That was, there's just something about a phantom scream that is very unnerving. But it's that was man, these videos are way too short to determine whether or not any of this is authentic, because who's not to say there was a woman who was traveling with them, creating all of these noises. Or, another scenario is that there was another group doing a film, filming, acting, and a whole other group that had nothing to do with them was just so happened to be walking around that while they were filming. Like there's a lot of different scenarios that this could happen. So, it did seem like an area where mischievous things could happen. That's for sure. That's for sure. Was that a phantom scream? This video didn't really show that, but it's something to keep, food for thought.
There's a terrifying burst of paranormal activity in a couple's home. What makes it worse is that this wasn't an isolated event. It's something they've been dealing with over and over again for the past month.
Maybe I don't know, but it's like starting to really creep me out.
Yeah, that's why I said let's put it all away.
Baby, I know. I'm just like nervous.
I'm getting upset because
we're gonna close it off. Let's close it away. Let's. Oh, baby. Baby, I was trying to put it away. What was that? What am I that? Did I hurt you, baby? Did I hurt you? Did I bump into you?
Yes.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm real sorry.
I'm done.
Baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was not my intentions, honey. Hold on.
I want to stop.
How did that mother moving like that? Literally, baby, you see that?
I told you, I'm literally done with this. I'm about to just go in the other room because you're starting to piss me off.
Baby.
I don't want to play around with this anymore.
Baby, I'm telling you, I don't want to play it neither, but this is crazy, baby.
Like, are you serious?
The wife had finally had enough and believed that if they stopped giving the ghost any reason to stick around, the haunting would eventually end. As of now, there hasn't been any further update on what happened. A Reddit user...
Honestly, I would have believed this video is real if it wasn't for the guy's reaction to everything. The woman was very believable. She seems very toxic at the same time, bro. This guy's like, baby, I'm sorry. And she's like, F you, man. I told you I don't want yeah. But guys, PSA, public service announcement for the day. When it comes to Ouija boards, do not use it. Do not do it, especially if you don't know how to properly close the session. Because the fact of the matter is, everybody likes the idea of getting that potential free spook, but you're opening a door. Now, it is up to you whether or not you want to close it and lock it. Because a lot of people, once they get the spook that they're looking for, they're leaving the door open. Anything could walk in. And yes, a Ouija board is a toy, but it is also a communication technique, device, whatever you want to call it. And it is real. You are potentially opening yourself up for a very bad experience.
User shared a creepy experience from a night spent in the woods. They first heard faint giggling noises and thought it might be a coyote. But then they saw a gray figure moving strangely around the area, running off near a tree. At first, they thought the figure was their cat, but its movements were unnatural, almost monkey-like. When they went inside, they found their cat safely resting in its bed. The creepiest part was the figure's eyes, which were very close together and reflected bright red. They posted the story on Reddit, hoping someone could identify what kind of creature it might have been. A hunter was
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like this video because it's straight to the point. But at the same time, is this the type of video that, to leave us with what exactly? Like, we're seeing everything, yes. But it's like we are getting no information whatsoever. Honestly, why would you think that's a cat? Like, yes, we know cat climb trees. They have a freaking, firefighters and Supergirl will go rescue a cat from a tree, right? But yeah, red eyes. It was moving funny. At first, I was thinking, what's behind the tree line? Is there like I don't know, I don't know. It was weird, too weird for it to be something that is natural. It looked too weird to be something. Let's say if it was past the tree line and there was like I don't know, like a street. Because at first it looked like like a car's headlights, but then it started moving funny. Why would you think it's a cat? Could it be a potential animal? Like we have no information to determine what this is. So that being said, I mean, I like the straight to the point stuff, but this video is leaving me with more questions than anything.
walking toward his door when he spotted something terrifying just in time.
Go out of here, dude.
A giant snake was hanging from the door frame, and the Ring camera captured the chilling moment, showing how close the man came to walking right into it. Luckily, he backed away just in time before it could strike.
Could you imagine? And first off, this is definitely going into that playlist of creepy things caught on the net or whatever the playlist is called. I swear to God, I don't know. But yeah, these videos are going straight into there, and that was wild, guys. Could you imagine? You're coming home from work, and freaking, you're not really paying attention. Like what are the chances that you're going to come across a snake hovering over your door? Yo, I live in Florida now. I used to live in New York. When I was in New York, the scariest thing I had to worry about was roaches and rats and hood rats and druggies and that. But now, apparently, I have to worry about snakes, alligators. It's a wild change, man. It's a wild change.
One evening, a security officer was patrolling an abandoned wing of an old hospital closed for renovations. He thought he was completely alone, the silence pressing in on him. But out of the corner of his eye, he noticed a flicker of movement in the dimly lit corridor, almost missed if he hadn't been paying attention.
And
A shadowy figure suddenly darted across the hallway and disappeared behind a wall, moving far too fast to be human. Some say it's the ghost of a former patient, tied to the hospital's haunted history. Witnesses even claim it looked headless, making many believe this was a real paranormal event.
no, I wouldn't say that. It looked like it had a full set of hair. It looked like it was a child running across, and it had one of the poofy hairstyles. That's what it looks like to me. I was more interested in. Did you guys notice the garbage pail with the rotating flapper? But except it was actually rotating on its own. I would. I mean, if it wasn't that, that had to be mechanical. If this is fake, because I'm not feeling this shadow figure at all. I'm not feeling that shadow figure. I was more intrigued with the garbage pail rotating. But you guys already know me. So I say if something in a video is fake, then we could just scrap the whole thing.
Could this really have been a restless spirit roaming the abandoned halls? While staying in Bali, a couple was startled in the middle of the night by strange noises, almost like something was climbing onto their shed.
What? That has to be inside. Okay, I'll go look.
With just a thin wooden roof separating them, the thought of a large predator breaking through kept them paralyzed in fear. They lay awake all night, uncertain of what might be moving above them. Jose Gonzalez shared.
But hold on, like, why would he? That could have been. You guys, I'm not an expert in amphibians, but do frogs or any reptile, anything could make that kind of sound? I mean, don't get me wrong. If I was in Bali in one of those teepees and I'm hearing that, yeah, I'm not gonna go back to sleep until I find the source and get rid of my teepee. Hell no. Now this is a view that I am way too tired of seeing because I came from New York. I was born and raised in New York, and this is what's up with this. Come on.
Some strange footage that was recorded just outside an apartment complex in Southern California. According to him, a family friend's door cam captured it right outside her apartment, and what it shows is seriously bizarre. A tiny figure that seems to walk on two legs scurries under the stairs. When a woman walks by, it presses itself against the wall to stay hidden. Then, it quickly crawls between the steps and vanishes. Strangely, it almost looks like it's wearing a tiny robe. Jose thinks the security cam might have caught a duende, a mischievous creature from Spanish and Latin American folklore, kind of like a gnome or leprechaun. What do you think it could be? Maddie.
I mean, not for nothing. It looked pretty good. And when I say that, I mean that it didn't seem like it was generated by AI. That was way too small to be like, what do we call them instead of the other word that we usually use? Small people. That's too small to be a small person, right? That looked pretty good, and I kind of see it happening also. The fact that, I mean, geez. Okay, this is my thought process right now, right? What made you want to go back and watch that part of the film? Because I mean, I would seem that unless you don't trust your wife, right, and you're spying on her, then that's would be the only reason why I would want to go back and watch that film, because there was nothing besides this lady walking towards the door. I mean, why would you want to review that footage in the first place? Right? It didn't seem like this woman was going through any distress. She was just coming home. So, what was the thought process in reviewing that specific moment besides the woman?
Magarasi, who has shared his creepy experiences living in a haunted house, says a malevolent spirit seems attached to his family's home. Over the years, countless unsettling incidents have happened inside. To keep track, Maddie started a video diary, and today he shared another disturbing update.
Guys, so I decided to go downstairs and just start taking random pictures. Maybe I'd pick up something.
Red flag.
Or silhouette. I have no words. So I started down my stairs. Nothing really. Then I moved to that hallway when I was in my out-of-body experience. Nothing really, a little shadow. Then that, like, weird orb. But wait till you see this. Bro! 2 eyes in my fireplace. 2 glowing red eyes. How is that, bro? What?
I don't really see red eyes, but remember, if you are taking pictures and there is the flash of the pictures, right? If there's anything that could set off a reflection, that's what it is. I mean, I would have to review this guy's he said he's been posting his video diary of his paranormal experiences. I would have to review all of it to actually fall within the line of me believing that he caught something like this and it's paranormal, right? Let's see what else. But my red flag is that the way he is kind of speaking, the way his reaction is, it doesn't seem authentic to me. It kind of seemed like he's acting out.
What the?
What he recorded was truly disturbing, and no one could explain it. Some thought it might be a weird reflection, but there were no windows or glass nearby. Could it have been the ghost haunting his home? Maddie himself said he had a terrible gut feeling about the whole encounter.
This DM like 150,000 times about like a lady or a demon's face or 2 eyes in this window. But when the lights are off, I don't know how it's still there. So I don't know how it could be lights. To be honest, I really don't know what it is. It's definitely weird. And like when I turn around and look back at the house, it's gone. So right there, you see it. When I turn back around, it is gone. So that's why I'm saying, like, I really don't know what it could be at all. I really don't know. People are saying it looks like a demon's face. This person said it looks like a dark-haired woman. Here it is a little zoomed in. And then this is like the...
I honestly don't really see it. Zooming in is not helping. It's way too pixelated. What I am seeing, what before and after, is the these lights. when he panned the camera back, it was gone. But I mean, to be honest, this could have been again a reflection surface or some sort of light source is coming through, giving this off. I don't see the woman that he's saying. It seems like his door has a design on it, and due with all the lights going on, it could give this sort of reflection that there is a figure there.
People who are saying it looks like a demon's face, two eyes, and like a mouth open.
Some viewers even speculated, could those glowing eyes really be a demon staring back at him? Whatever it was, the haunting didn't stop there.
Oh,
They convinced there's somebody in my bathroom. Oh my God. I just heard footsteps and I don't know what the just was. Bro.
this is a man child right here, dude. This is a man child, dude. Does he have a freaking towel inside his toilet? Does he have his bathroom designed like Goku? Uh dude, I'm sorry, but I this does not help your credibility, your credibility. And yeah, yeah. And if it's real, you guys, I apologize, but all I'm seeing right now is that this guy is creating content because he wants his 5 minutes, or he's trying to go viral and he's using the paranormal field as the source for it. But this is definitely a man child right here.
All my towels just fell. Somebody just yanked all my towels down. Bro.
It quickly became clear that Maddie was dealing with something far more powerful than he first thought, an unseen force strong enough to move objects around his home.
Alright, so now seeing that, it's the same eyes that were on my balcony, in my fireplace, and I mean, come on. What else could it be? There's no technology, anything that could make lights in my closet. And then I turn on the flash, and my holy water gets thrown off.
This seemed like clear evidence that Maddie's family was being tormented by a malevolent spirit that delighted in frightening them whenever it could. Imagine being in his position. How would you handle it? Hopefully, his family will find some relief from the paranormal force haunting their home.
All right, you guys. So, my final 2 cents on this video is that is he just posting this and just complaining, or are they taking action? Because if his whole family is experiencing this, so they're going through something, right? Like they need to find a solution. And just posting it and hearing people, on the net just expressing, "Oh, it's a demon." You're not getting help. You're not getting help, my guy. So if you truly are experiencing paranormal activity, start doing some research. Start looking for a paranormal group near you, and try and get real evidence and find a solution to this issue. Because right now it just seems like you're just complaining and you're using this to get clout. That's what it seems like. But with that being said, we're gonna stop the video right here with a nice view of the cemetery. And if you guys are enjoying this kind of video, please do what you do when you like a video. Hit that like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you guys on the next. Peace.